Hey, YouTube, and welcome to another episode of the Albino Rhino beer review. You have the Rhino, you have the cartoon, we have this beer. This beer was brought to us by the one and the only punter and the puntet. And anyway, this is from the Levington Brewing Company in Levington, Kentucky. This is the Kentucky Bourbon Barrel Stout. Now, I've had the Bourbon Barrel Ale, which was basically a poor man's version of Innocent Gun.
Fair enough.
So I was actually really excited about this. Now, if this is a poor man's version of, say, Goose Island's Bourbon County Stout, I will do a dance in my underwear, or maybe even naked. I'll do a naked dance. It's 8% alcohol, so we're a higher ABV beer already.
Perfect.
This one is aged with Haitian coffee.
Brewed with Haitian coffee. But who knows? I haven't had Haitian coffee. Is there a difference between that and like...
I don't know, I've never had Haitian coffee.
One of them's going to give you a voodoo curse and the other isn't.
Oh, it's going to turn us into zombies. Really good. Zombie beer.
Oh dear.
Wow.
It's pretty black.
You can see through it. It's not tar. This is fun.
Thank you, my good man.
You're right, you can see through it. It's
Yeah,
mud
Lexington.
water.
It is
It's
definitely
beautiful.
muddy water.
It's a beautiful,
great.
beautiful, like
I like it,
mahogany
yeah.
brown. Even the head is a nice brownish color.
I degenerate some just to take a look. That's good color.
Oh, that's just coffee. Full-on high-end coffee.
Whoa. Holy frig.
Oh, that's nice. Wow.
That's high end, eh?
That's exciting.
What is this? 7?
It's 8%.
8%? Really?
And you know what's funny? You're not,
No
you're not even getting
alcohol.
the vapor on the
No.
nose. You're not getting it all. You're not getting no alcohol.
Just
That's
coffee.
great. Yeah. Oh yeah.
Wow, that smells
The
amazing.
longer you sniff it, a little chocolate and a little vanilla's coming out. But yeah, coffee, chocolate, vanilla.
That's spectacular.
Do you
That
think I
is.
could drink this in the morning before you go to
Yes,
work?
of course. I would advise it.
This is this is a breakfast beer right here.
Cheers.
You hear that? My crystal glass reverberated off your plastic sippy cup.
Oh, that's really good.
Now, I've had a lot of people that have drank their stuff, and they've said that none of it's all that great, and the Bourbon Barrel Ale was a sad representation of a bourbon barrel beer, and really, to me, I just thought it was a poor man's Innocent Gun. This,
Which is decent by any standard.
yeah, I actually quite enjoyed it, especially when I
This?
knew the price. This is quite enjoyable on its own.
This is spectacular. Just, I mean, okay. I've had a lot of beers that say they use coffee or supposed to be coffee flavored, yada yada yada. Very few of them really even stepped up to the coffee flavor that I was expecting. And this one, this is coffee. You can taste it. It's real. It's there. I
Now,
love it.
if we're going to give it a dejection, I would say, in the immortal words of my good friend Paul from PA Brew News, it's a little thin.
Real thin. Yeah. No, it's the truth. It has more coffee consistency than
Yeah,
it does. Stout.
I don't know how long they kept it in a barrel. I don't know how thick it was to begin with, but I think between the barreling and the brewing with the coffee and all that, it thinned it out a little bit because there's almost no mouthfeel. All the flavors are there, but they're subtle. They're all very subtle, except for the coffee. Like, you get a touch of vanilla, you're getting a touch of oaky tannin, you're getting a touch of roasted malts, and then bang, here's coffee.
Yeah. I'm not getting any of the bourbon barrel until the very end. When the alcohol
Right
finally
at the
starts to
end.
evaporate, then I'm getting the
Then
barrel.
you get the barrel.
That's
Yeah,
it.
that's
It's
how I
only,
feel too.
Yeah, it's only until then.
Just a fucking
But
coffee
so
bang.
what? This is amazing.
Coffee bang.
So I get to drink a bunch of coffee that's going to get me drunk and get to taste bourbon too. It's amazing. This guy's
Now, I wouldn't say this is a poor man's BCBS or anything like that, but this is probably a poor man's Red Rocket. Not the spice one we had, but the original Red Rocket, which was just coffee stout. Or any really good poor man's Péché Mortel.
Oh, for sure, yeah. Haitian Mortel is great. I wouldn't. Yeah, I would. Yeah, again, I wouldn't put this in the same category as the Eddie Espresso Stout or anything like that. Because that was just. Yes, all the ones we just mentioned were just off the charts with everything. This is an incredibly great drinkable coffee.
Yeah, this isn't off the charts or anything. I'm just saying it's
This
a
is great.
poor man's version because this is a $2 bottle compared to anywhere from 5 to
I think I paid 9 for the 2 or 3 that I really enjoyed. I think
Yeah.
12 to 15 for a couple more.
you know, like that's what I'm saying. This is a poor man's drink in that you could buy 5 or 6 of these and
Pretty
you get
tasty
a taste
for the
that
price.
is really good. For
I'd
what
buy
you
this
pay.
by the case because it's everything I want and it's got drinkability. It's awesome.
For sure.
Yeah, I'd give it an 8.5, but I put an asterisk on there that 8.5 is mostly because of drinkability to price ratio. It is a good tasting beer, but it isn't. There is a lot of beers that have given that same mark that are technically miles and above it. It's just their price didn't make their value worth it as much as this.
Absolutely. This is a very accessible beer for all those flavors and that style. I think it's great. 8.5 for sure. For sure. This is great.
Alrighty. Thank you, Simon. Thank you, Vanessa.
Thank you so much. This is great.